You don't need the majority to agree with you to be right. So when I started my research, I remember the first client calls me, are you going to meet this week with COVID? Yes, I'm going to meet every week. I am 41 years old. I have not had a sick day in 23 years. I do not call in sick. I don't call in gay. I don't call in gender confused. I don't call. When my dad died of Lou Gehrig's disease, I had some barbecue and went back to work because that is what a man does.
That man is Clay Clark. He's the organizer of the Reawaken tour, and apparently his father was a piece of garbage because the day that he died, he's like, whatever, barbecue, forget that guy. He's a tough guy, for sure. So also, this is the Reawaken America tour. I want you guys to remember that, Reawaken America tour, because as they have been interviewed and supporters and constituents and people that like to go to these tours, they have these thoughts like this, watch.
Yeah, I shoot food for a living all around the world.
Did you know that Nazis were living on Mars?
Yep. Really, I did.
Yeah, okay, because I just heard that right now.
I'm telling you, yeah. The more you know, the more you know.
Wait, so how long have you known this? See, my mind is a little bit blown right now.
Maybe a year. There's more people living off planet than underground than on the surface.
Right. I want to tell my family about this, but I'm afraid they're going to say I'm crazy.
They will. They'll commit you.
They say you can't be saying that stuff. You're ruining Thanksgiving dinner. What I try and tell myself is it's not crazy if it's true.
But we're not crazy, right?
No,
we're so not crazy.
There's nothing crazy about saying that Nazis live on Mars.
No.
There's the Good Liars speaking to some of the folks at these events, and I think it's an illustration of the way there's this group think, and you need to have your fellow thinkers think the way you do, and they need to support you no matter what it is. You can say, hey, you know there's Nazis on Mars. That's right, I heard all about it. This is the basis for how they believe the things they do. There's some big names attached. It's not just this random woman. Michael Flynn and Mike Lindell are two of the dozens of speakers that are featured at the Reawaken America, a nationwide speaking tour that's making a 2-day stop at Trinity Gospel Temple. So this tour is unabashedly pro-Christian, anti-mask mandate, and pro-Donald Trump. It's the brainchild of Flynn and the podcaster Clay Clark, who we saw at the beginning, who hates his dad. Other scheduled speakers include Eric Trump, political consultant Roger Stone, broadcaster Alex Jones, Fox News reporter Lara Logan, formerly of Fox News, and Dr. Stella Emanuel. They do have some serious ideas. There's some truth behind Google and what it means. Watch this.
So if you go to Google real quick, if you pull up on the screen real quick and just pull up Google and you search for the Google Chrome logo, the Google Chrome logo remember Yuval Noah Harari is now the prophet of Silicon Valley. Under his leadership, they changed the logo to be 666. The Google Chrome logo is 666. And the Google Chrome logo is 666. So people always say, well, you got to trust Google. How many of you had people say this? Well, Google says. So the Google Chrome logo is 666. Now, the day one that Biden got in office, he asked for $6.5 billion to start a new department, a new agency of the United States government. And that agency, type in HR 6666, there's 4 sixes, is to do surveillance under the skin and to be able to arrest you for pre-crime. And the guy he tapped to be the head of that agency was Jeffrey Epstein's partner.
Let's see, Google 6666 to 66. It doesn't matter. This guy's giving notes on how it seems like one of those wild-eyed schemes which lead people down these roads, and COVID talk as well. Before we get to some of the things that they were teaching people when it comes to COVID, first, some of your thoughts, Brett.
This is absolutely hilarious to me. I like where he's like, listen, I come to work sick all the time. I'm a great person. I come to work. I cough in people's mouths when I go there. I killed my father. I covered it up with Lou Gehrig's disease, and I ate him and covered him in barbecue sauce. How much money do these people have? It's just like the ultimate embodiment of what ends up happening on the internet when people find out like what actually works. And what actually works is not saying the thing that makes sense. It is saying the thing that's a little fun to believe and crazy. And he is just getting all of them together and making money off them. And it's so perfect, Jayar, as you point out. This is the Reawaken America tour where they're against woke politics, but they name their thing the Reawaken America tour. And that's the extra little flavor in that barbecue sauce of crazy, which is just absolutely lacking self-awareness to the point where it feels like they're trolling you.
They take you from this to maybe they won't believe them when it comes to death, though, Brett. If some of these harebrained schemes lead you to death or your family members to die, that would lead people to think, no, this is crazy. Let's go down to a graphic for you guys, because there's this. There was these members or people associated with the Reawaken tour, and his anti-vaxxer's name was Doug Kuzma. He was 61 years old. He ran the Frog News podcast network. He died on January 3rd after contracting COVID-19 at a right-wing rally. According to the pro-Trump attorney Lynn Wood, Kuzma contracted the virus at the Reawaken America event in Dallas from December 9th through 11th of 21, where Lynn Wood was speaking. So Doug Kuzma contracted COVID. That happened to a lot of people, but he did post about it. And people were telling him you should probably get yourself some help. So let's look at this graphic. You better get a COVID test to be sure, Doug. No way, says Doug. And then that person responded, I don't see why not. Damn, better safe than sorry. Doug responded again, you must have lost your mind. So they can kill me and try to give me the jab. There's no way, bro. I'll die at the house before I go to the hospital. Can you guess what happened to Doug? Well, he died, as we already talked about. So we wonder if anyone else after that would see this and go, maybe these guys are wrong because there's people dying that are following the quadruple sixes and in the Googles and in the back door, Biden is supporters are behind this. I couldn't follow it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll try next time. But also there's a slew of presenters and attendees from the Reawaken America tour that reportedly fell ill shortly after that event. So rather than COVID-19, they're claiming that the illness was probably caused by an anthrax attack. And there's this tweet really fast where they said, you see this weird spray happening above us? A bunch of my friends are sick. Do you think they're trying to kill us? I think you're trying to kill you.